This game is so boring. I hate this. I would appreciate more updates.
Do you know why he doesn't update?
We actually submitted it, but Defaultio ignored it. Yeah.
Please give a big old welcome to Aptyn!
I'm walking. There we go. Thank you.
Welcome onto the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good, thank you. For anyone who doesn't know you, how would you describe yourself? Oh, could you know your intro? Could you, by any chance, describe yourself in the style of your intro? And I'll put the music in the background.
Okay. Do you want me to do my full intro?
Go for it.
Yo, what is happening? My name is Aptyn, and welcome back to another game show, whatever the heck this thing is. Talk show. It's a talk show.
Talk show, yeah.
If I were to describe myself, I would call myself a weird lumber tycoon to YouTuber.
Yeah.
With a strange merchandise shirt on that you should buy.
That was amazing.
I also can't sit.
Our last guest complained about it and said we should make holes in the couch.
Oh, holes would probably be worse.
That is exactly what I said. You're a Lumber Tycoon 2 YouTuber, as you said. What got you into it? Like, you've been doing it for 6 years. I think so, at least. You've been doing it for 6 years. What got you into Lumber Tycoon 2?
I originally never wanted to play it. I had a friend that was like, please play this game. And I was like, this game is so boring. I hate this. I don't want to play it. Anyways, they finally got me to play it. Then I just started playing it and quickly surpassed them in money and all that. And then I started watching YouTube videos on it, and I was like, I want to be like that.
So you started creating content?
I remember Fusion Adapt.
Yeah.
Ooh, my username's this. That guy, yeah, he commented on one of my live streams, actually.
Really?
Yeah, the 1 billion live stream for when Lumber Tycoon hit 1 billion visits. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what he said?
He was like, wow, I haven't played this game in forever.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. Because everyone just ditches it after, like, since like 2016.
Yeah, somehow haven't, and now I'm pretty much one of the only YouTubers that plays the game still, so.
Since 2016, people haven't played it. And that's because there's no real way to tell when an update has dropped, and that's kind of what keeps people playing nowadays. Well, obviously because it's an update, new features. How do you know? Because you're always on it. How do you know? Do you just always on the Lumber Tycoon 2 grind?
Well, I'm in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different Lumber Tycoon 2 Discord servers.
No way.
That will all tell me when something drops. Mainly the wiki. I'm also a staff member in the wiki, and when an update drops, trust me, the wiki will know.
You can't miss with that when you're in 10 Discords, right?
I cannot.
That makes sense. I don't really know what I was expecting. You didn't like the game before you got into it, but now fast forward many years, what is your most hated feature of the game, or hated thing? I think for me, if I had to answer this, I'd say I really hate how there's no buying system, because you can get easily scammed, and that is just...
You get scammed so easily in that game. Yeah, it's been suggested time after time that he add, something to prevent it. Still, we have to rely on people's good faith.
Yeah, it's just a trust game.
So, in my Discord server, we try to, keep everything, sectioned off. We have it so you have to verify with your phone number, you have to verify your Roblox account, try to make it as secure as possible so that if someone does scam, it's going to be very hard for them to scam again.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Otherwise they'll be banned or something like that.
Apart from that, what else do you hate or really dislike about Lumber Tycoon 2?
I hate the exploiters, obviously.
Yeah, don't get me started on the exploiters.
Nothing done about the exploiters. Actually, Defaultio has recently been doing a little bit of patches and stuff, but in typical Defaultio fashion, he tells no one.
Yeah.
So not many people know about it.
I didn't know that.
He has been doing it under the curtains or
Dude,
whatever.
I did not know that. Yeah, because I don't know if it's exploiters or hackers. Like, what's really the big difference? I guess exploiters uses something else, but like a big thing for me, I really was dumb when I did this. I went live and I gave out the private server link publicly, and that is as you can guess.
No.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that's not gonna work out well.
No, but if I was ever to live stream again, I would not do that because my entire base got wiped out. I've been working on for 6 years.
Yeah, there's been things done to try to prevent things like that. When was this?
Late last year, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, because like around about last year, Defaultio did do some patches that made it pretty difficult for an exploiter to do things. I think it was even early this year.
Oh, okay.
So wiping is a lot less common, if not patched.
Oh,
but
really?
there is still a lot of flinging and all of that stuff, which, I mean, we did get an exploiter in one of the VIP servers.
Really?
In my Discord server, and that morning I had like 40 people that DM'd me that were like, my base got flung,
no.
I don't know what to do.
In one of your, we'll get into your Let's Play series in a sec, but like, I just want to say that. But I believe one of the episodes, I can't remember which one, there was an exploit in your game that literally base bombed you. I believe that's what you call it. They spawned a bunch of wood above your base, and then when you left, it would have saved.
Yeah, so I don't think he whitelisted me before he did it. I was able to leave before he did.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's called base dropping.
Right. Oh, base dropping. Okay.
Yeah, when they spawn a bunch of items or wood on your base. And pretty much all you can do is just clean for hours after. Kind of like dying in Minecraft and losing all your stuff. It's not fun. You'd prefer it to not happen, but it's just kind of part of the game, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. How'd you plan an episode for that? Because you build some real cool things, I do gotta say, but how'd you plan an episode?
For like what I'm gonna build, or just like the whole story of it?
Yeah, just like in general.
I don't plan at all. I just start.
Oh, that's cool.
And see how it goes. It's just all freestyle. If someone wants to buy, it's all just like it happens in the moment.
Right.
So it does interrupt a lot of things. Like in one of the latest episodes, I was trying to work on an auto unloader. I was not able to finish it in that episode just because of how many people wanted to distract me, but yeah.
I guess then how do you plan a build?
So sometimes I'll go into Studio and plan it out, like to get all of the measurements right.
Oh, okay.
In the first episode, I also drew out my plans for the shop.
Right, okay.
I also have like some knowledge as to what's gonna work and what's not gonna work for a build, because I've been building in that game specifically for a long time.
You're on like episode 9 right now, and a lot has happened since episode 1, but what would you say, if you had to like narrow it down, what would you say is the best thing to happen in the series so far?
In the series so far, let's see. That is a good question. Probably building the lumber yard. All of the help that happened during the stream. I had so many people helping with the roof. That thing would have taken like 3 episodes to complete if it weren't for that. But it was all just condensed into like a 3-second clip in the actual episode. Well, 3-minute probably. But yeah, just because it was a 7-hour live stream.
7 hours. Oh my.
And I had so much help. Even then, it took 7 hours, so it would have taken so long. But yeah, it was very awesome to get all of the help with the roof. I'm pretty sure the roof is like a data size in and of itself.
Really? I didn't know it's that much.
I mean, it's all just like one wide wedges.
Right. Oh my.
Right next to each other. So that it can be staggered the way it is.
Right, okay.
Show an image on screen right now.
Audio listeners will just be so confused right now. But it turned out great though.
Well, thanks.
So the thumbnails that are now on the game are that you made them. You made them because they haven't changed since the game released, or for many years at least. You got Defaultio to upload them to Lumber Tycoon. How did that happen?
So I originally didn't want to do it. Electro was like, you gotta make new thumbnails because
the old ones are really outdated.
I've done a lot of like art for the game. Like I don't know if you've seen like my art. I'll send you images to put in the video. Audio listeners, sorry.
Big O.
But I've made like art for my channel, like channel art and
Right.
stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Of just my characters in the game. So Electro was like, you gotta make new thumbnails for the game because the game's thumbnails look awful right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cause like the original ones were made, I think Defaultio took a game instance, his friend who had made a base in the game who was like testing it.
Right.
This was like in early alpha testing. He took like a section of the game and then uploaded it to Blender. So all of the lighting was already like far from how it is in the game.
Right, okay.
And he only took like part of it and none of the texture transferred over. So all of the colors he had to manually put back in.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the roof of the base it's a different color than how it was in the actual game.
Right, okay.
It was originally made of oak or generic oak, but when Defaultio put it into Blender, he actually made it into goldwood.
What?
So there's a lot of confusion there.
Yeah.
So when I went to make the new ones, I actually put them back in as goldwood because it's too iconic now. I can't really change it.
Right, okay. That makes
So
sense.
yeah, I basically just reconstructed the entire base
No way. No, you
part
didn't.
by part in studio.
Oh, okay. Thought you meant actually in the game.
Not in the game. No, it would have taken forever. I wouldn't be able to get the angles that I want or the field of view. I would need free cam like I am able to have in this game.
April 1st. You uploaded a video. Well, 1 billion visits update on Lumber Tycoon 2. The biggest update there's been in ever. How did you pull it off? Because there was a whole entire biome, there was a whole entire shop, new axes, new blueprints, there was a ton of new stuff. Yeah, to be honest, you probably got everyone watching that. How did you pull it off?
Okay, so me and Electro actually worked on it together. It was originally gonna be a lot more intricate. Like I had a boat that was fully functioning and like a system where I was gonna be able to buy it and all of that.
Oh, no way.
But something happened because what we were using was an alt account to have like the game actually published so that we could actually like play it together.
Okay.
But
yeah.
what happened was that all of a sudden Roblox decided to start taking action against copies.
Yeah.
Defaultio had just uploaded Lumber Tycoon into the list of games that they check for. And so that game got shut down. All we had left was a save file that didn't have the boat or anything left in it.
So all of that went down the drain.
Yeah, there was a lot of effort that like we had a much more intricate bridge and everything that made it look a lot more real.
Right.
It all got destroyed. What we had to do is just like strip the game of all of its like scripts and everything so that it wouldn't flag it.
Oh, okay.
Half of the map was missing, I think, but it was parts of the map that you couldn't see from the video, so it was fine. And I also had a file on my computer. If you just have it as a file, then it won't flag it because it's not published to Roblox or anything.
Oh, okay.
I was able to record part of it in studio on my computer without internet or whatever. So that's how I got a lot of the scripts to work, but part of it was recorded without that, so axe chopping didn't work and all of that stuff.
Well, is that why? Because I was thinking the video that you added new trees, and then like you were like, oh yeah, let's chop this in a different video. Is that why?
Yeah, I think that's what I did because like I just couldn't.
You couldn't chop the
it.
trees.
And what I did was I told everyone that if you can't see the update, then it's probably just your server. It's not a problem that it doesn't exist. Okay, it's a problem with your server.
Trust me, guys. That's so great. You played so much on the community because if an update like that actually happened, it could have the potential to revive the game. To be honest.
For sure. Especially since the game hit 1 billion visits, and everyone would expect Defaultio to actually do something for that.
Was there an update or not?
No, there was no update whatsoever.
I feel like 1 billion acts, like in your video, would have been actually sick.
We actually submitted it, but Defaultio ignored it.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Why didn't? Oh.
I think Defaultio was actually on a rock climbing trip or something during it or something.
He could have done a late update. I mean, that still would have been
just
something.
something. He didn't do anything. which was unfortunate. I mean, most games that hit 1 billion visits at least do something, especially since the creator is like still able to update it.
Yeah, because like the game that we're in right now, that we're recording this podcast in, Theme Park Tycoon 2, literally hit 1 billion visits. I think sometime last year, if I'm not mistaken. And they had well, they at least updated. I can't remember really how big it was, but they added stuff that I can't really remember.
Something.
But yeah, they did something for it. But like, dang, the Defaultio didn't even do anything. But going back onto something that you've done that's been in the game, you made a gift. If you don't know what, like, not gifts. If you don't know what gifts are in the game, they are limited items that you only get seasonally, like Halloween, Christmas, whatnot. And you made one that I think was available last year at Christmas?
Yeah, last year's Christmas I made one.
It was called the A Gift of Enchanted Tales, and when you open it, it gave you a book called Harry Potter and the Deathly Shallows.
Yeah, so that was a reference to, obviously, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Obviously, since Hoover drives a ferry, he would be very, very afraid of shallow waters.
Yeah.
Because that could easily beach his ship. That would not be good for business.
Nope. How did you get Defaultio to add it into the game? Like, how did you make it? How did it get into the game?
So what I did, I think I just took the mesh or the model for the last Christmas's gift for the book.
Right.
And I just retextured it to fit the yellow and cyan color scheme and everything. And then I took the book and I spent many hours on GIMP, I think it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Re-editing everything. I basically took the book for the Harry Potter in real life and then just like used it as a reference to make it look like it were in Lumber Tycoon. And then I put Hoover on the top. I made that model. Then basically I just gave it to Defaultio.
Right.
Took a bunch of my friends' gifts and he also incorporated mine as well.
Nice.
I mean, like, he doesn't really make his own gifts.
Amazing.
So what he does is he just takes other people's like missions. That means that the little amount of work that he does do will contribute to at least giving us some content.
I'm gonna guess that you don't, but like, do you know why he doesn't update?
I think he just has a life and doesn't want to spend it on Roblox, to be honest.
Fair.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure he makes most of his income from Roblox, so I think we should expect at least something from him.
We talked about Lumber Tycoon 2, we talked about your Let's Play series, we talked about your April Fool's video. Once again, that's so good.
It was even better because Electro, he also did the exact same, an update video in his own style and everything at the same time, so it seemed even more real.
Oh no.
So everyone, oh yeah, and I also made an announcement in the wiki server.
Oh, you definitely got the community. The next thing I want to ask is, what's the future of your channel like? Well, what do you have planned for your next episode?
My next episode for the Let's Play series, I assume you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
so currently I'm working on it. I've just installed wires for more supports on the sawmill system and everything. So just random supports, and I'm also gonna be building shelves for all of the wood. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I kind of want to make a auto sorter, but I don't know how to implement it. I'll figure it out.
Because I'm gonna guess that you'd need to, well, you would like to decorate the auto sorter, and I don't know how you would do that because it's a massive thing.
Well, currently my sawmill system, it just leads straight out of the lumber yard, and I can't make it look good per se, unless it drops down, I guess. But what I want it to do is drop wood into my truck, so I need to find a way to make it so I can switch on if I want it to sort, or if I want it to go to the truck. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that.
I would have guessed that would be the next step, I guess, you know. Any other big plans, or just
building up the base, trying to make it as big as possible. I still don't have max land, so that's a goal. And I also have a plan to build a road.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
With paintings.
What's that?
Well, the gloomy seascape at dusk paintings, if you flip them upside down, they're they look like black wood.
Oh, that's cool.
You have to glitch the paintings inside of each other because their hitboxes are really weird. Yeah, so it's gonna be a project, and it's also the main thing that's holding me back from it is that it's gonna cost multiple millions of dollars to buy all the paintings that it will require.
No. How much does one painting cost?
16,000.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, that would cost
That-
a
yeah,
couple million
it would.
at least. Before we end off today's podcast, I'm going to ask you some viewer questions. We have a question from IC80. Have you ever played Lumber Tycoon 1?
Yes, I have.
Have you actually?
I actually, back when I was a wee lad, I had a really good sleep schedule, you know, going to sleep at 8 or 9.
Yeah, is it the same? Is it the same? No more needs to be said.
No more needs to be said. Went to sleep at 2 last night. So I remember I went to my friend's house and we played that game, and I ended up staying up till 1 playing it with my friend. That was like the first time I had ever stayed up that late.
Another question comes from Yes Me. What do you think of a Lumber Tycoon 2?
What do I think of it?
Yeah, just like, I guess your opinions on Lumber Tycoon 2.
The kind of game that you get into for a few months and then you stop playing it for a few years and you get back into it. Because, like, it gets boring after a while unless you know what you're doing. Especially if you start exploiting, like, there's no point to the game after you do that. But if you know how to enjoy the game properly, it can last a lot longer. But yeah, you just, like I said at the start of the podcast, I can't even remember what I was just talking about.
What do you think of Lumber Tycoon 2? And do you mean like that doesn't get many updates?
I would appreciate more updates.
Well, I think the only updates would now just be gifts from Halloween to Christmas. Like, are the only times we get updates, I'd say. Another question comes from Endothermic. What is your favorite wood?
My favorite wood is pine, obviously.
Bro.
All of my
not pine.
tutorials, I always use pine.
Oh, well, my favorite would be the palm wood.
What do you dislike about pine?
It's got like a yellow tint to it, which just makes it look like a little bit sickly. I prefer the what's it called? The elm.
Look at these walls.
Fair
Look
enough.
at the ceiling, bro. Clearly you have a taste for yellow wood. I mean, come on.
No, but it's like okay, fair enough. I'd say no more.
Say no more. Palm also has a slight yellow tint.
Yeah, but no. So you got me there.
If you've ever used it with koa wood, those two go hand in hand. They're very, very nice together.
I'll try that out. Another question comes from okay, hold up. No, I'm on streamer mode, so their name is just B ... But I think their name is by Senki. I don't. B. And they ask, do you play other games except from a Lumber Tycoon?
I do play other games. I haven't played many recently. I do get into like Wild West is really fun.
Yeah. That's a good game.
I also play a lot of building games like Itty Bitty Railway, where I mainly just build on that game. I don't actually like do much with the trains because it's really good for building, as well as Sandbox. Sandbox is like a really old one.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, it's like, I think it was made in 2009 or maybe even earlier. And the map hasn't changed since then.
What is it with developers and not updating their game?
The developer actually recently added some features.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he still updates. Probably the best building game you'll play because it has so many. It's like Studio, but there's even things in Studio that you can't do.
Another question comes from ICAC once again. What made you stick to Lumber Tycoon 2?
Probably the fact that I started doing YouTube on it.
Yeah.
I probably would have started playing other games if it weren't for that, but now I have like such a massive community that all want me to play it and stuff like that, and I also do enjoy playing the game, but like,
it's one of my favorite games, if I'm
it's
being honest.
The kind of game where you can get bored of it after a while, but since I have such a massive community on it, I haven't had the chance to get bored of it.
Oh my, there's so loud motorbikes outside. Go away. Sorry. I think that's everything that I wanted to ask you for today. Thank you so much for taking your time to come out onto this show, coming out here tonight. Yeah, everyone, if you do want to check Aptyn out, his link will be down in the description down below. Thank you all so much for watching.
Goodbye. Bye.